Hi, I would like to introduce you to the great horses of Japan. This time is Mejiro Bright. Mejiro Bright is a male horse born in 1994. His father was Mejiro Ryan, his first yearling, and Mejiro Dobell was born the same year as him. Mejiro Bright's debut race was in August 1996, in a race of 1,800 meters. But he didn't have a good reputation before the race, and he was the lowest favorite among the 6 horses in the field. The odds of a single win for Mejiro Bright were 58.9. However, he ended up winning this race. Even though he won, his time was 2 minutes and 1.6 seconds. This is too slow. This was for 1,800 meters, but the Japanese record time for 2,000 meters was 1 minute and 57.8 seconds. It was a whopping 4 seconds slower than that. Then, after finishing second in one open class race, he ran in the Grade 2 Daily Cup 2-year-old stakes in October. His reputation was still low. A mare named Seeking the Pearl used her speed to win the race, but Mejiro Bright fought hard to finish second. Seeking the Pearl was a fast horse who would later go on to compete in short-distance graded races and win the Prix Maurice de Geest. Although she was beaten by about 4 lengths, Mejiro Bright should be commended for this race. He ran in the Radio Tampa Cup at the end of the year, where he won his first graded race victory. In addition, Mejiro Dobell defeated Seeking the Pearl in the Hanshin Juvenile Fillies to become the 2-year-old mare champion. The following year, he ran and won the Kyoto News Cup in February. In the following spring stakes, he was the favorite, but finished second. Mejiro Bright came into the Triple Crown race with 3 wins in 6 races and a second-place finish in every race he lost. He was the favorite in the Satsuki Show, coming from the back of the pack but could not catch Sonny Bryan's breakaway and finished 4th. Sonny Bryan was able to get away on the Nakayama course, which has a short final stretch, but many thought it was just a fluke. The Tokyo course, where the next Derby will be held, is known to be a disadvantage for front runners because the final stretch is long and also has an uphill slope. Since Mejiro Bright is a horse with a strategy of overtaking from the rear, he seemed to have a good chance of winning the Derby, and he was once again the favorite. But even in the Derby, Sonny Bryan ran away with the race and won. His ability was real. Mejiro Bright was 3rd. In the fall, Mejiro Bright ran in the Kyoto Shinbun Cup as a prep race for Kikisho, where he also finished 3rd. He was the second favorite in Kikisho, but again finished 3rd and failed to win the crown. The fans felt this way when they saw the many close losses of Mejiro Bright. He looks just like his father, Mejiro Ryan. On the other hand, Mejiro Dobell, another daughter of Mejiro Ryan, had won the Oaks and the Shuka Show, and was also the mare champion this year as well as the previous year. After Kikisho, Mejiro Bright ran in the Stayers Stakes in December. The Stayers Stakes is the longest graded race in Japan, run at 3,600 meters. Despite the rain, Mejiro Bright opened up a big gap on the rest of the field on the straightaway course and won by 1.8 seconds. This victory gave Mejiro Bright momentum, and he went on to win 2 Grade 2 races in a row the following year, the America's Jockey Club Cup and the Hanshin Grand Prize. In the Hanshin Grand Prize, he narrowly defeated the previous year's Arima Kinen winner, Silk Justice. The 2 horses were then entered in Tenno Show Spring, but it was Silk Justice who was the favorite. Mejiro Bright was in the middle of the pack for this race, instead of the usual back of the pack. He then broke away in the final stretch to win by 2 lengths over Stay Gold. It was the first Grade 1 win for Mejiro Bright. This was also the first Tenno Show win for Mejiro Farm since Mejiro McQueen. His next race was the Spring Grand Prix, Takarazu Kakinen. The focus of the race was on Silence Suzuka, who was on a winning streak, but Mejirobright was the second favorite. But he got excited and stood up before the start, and during the race he had an accident where he hit a fence, and lost badly, finishing 11th. In the fall, Mejirobright ran in the Kyoto Grand Prix in October, and Cian Sky, a year younger, also ran in the race. However, Cian Sky ran away with the win, and Mejirobright could not catch him and finished second. The following race, Tenno Sho Autumn, was a tragedy for Silence Suzuka. It was also unfortunate for Mejirobright, who lost a lot of distance to avoid the broken and stalling Silence Suzuka. Due to this distance loss, Mejirobright finished in 5th place. Mejirobright was a strong horse, but he was also unlucky. What was most unfortunate for him was that the people a year younger than him were the so-called strongest generation. In other words, this is the generation of strong horses like Special Week, Glass Wonder, El Condor Pasa, Cian Sky, and many others. After this, Mejirobright ran in the Arima Kinen, but was defeated by Glass Wonder and finished second. The following year he won the Nikkei New Year's Cup, but then lost both the Hanshin Grand Prix and the Tenno Sho Spring, both to Special Week. He returned to the Kyoto Grand Prix in the fall, but finished second, losing to Chirumaru Tsuyoshi, who was of the same generation as Special Week and others. After that, Mejirobright continued to struggle, finishing 11th in the Tenno Sho Autumn, far behind Special Week. And in the Arima Kinen he fought well, but could not keep up with Special Week and Glass Wonder, and he finished 5th. After the race, Mejirobright developed flexor tendinitis. He returned to racing the following fall at the Kyoto Grand Prix, but was again badly beaten, and after another race was found to have flexor tendinitis again. He was to retire here. His total record is 8 wins in 25 races. The only Grade 1 he won was Tenno Sho Spring, but I think he could have won 1 or 2 more if he was born in a slightly different era. However, it can be said that he is also very similar to Mejiro Ryan in that way. They are father and son after all. Mejirobright started his career as a stallion in 2001, but died suddenly of a heart attack in 2004. Although he has few foals, Makihata Cyborg won the 2007 Stayers Stakes, giving Mejirobright his first graded race. Although Mejiro Farm is no longer in existence, Bright now rests in his grave on the site where the farm used to be. That's all for this time. If you want to know more about Japanese horses, subscribe to this channel. Thank you.